Love how you feel, love what you see. Mirabile MD. Self and self-image in synergy. Mirabile MD. Come to the best to become your best. One stop for the total you. Your body, face, attitude. Love how you feel, love what you see. Mirabile MD.
I always dreamt of putting a medical practice together that incorporated wellness, prevention, and my gynecology practice. And I was really fortunate to be able to do that when I brought my Med Cosmetic together with Medi Weight Loss and my GYN practice. It's basically a one-stop shop, and women and men both can come here now for treatment options. And basically I feel we kind of stay cutting edge. Our lasers are up to date. We have everything we can do cosmetically here in a non-invasive way. Gynecology, we do non-invasive procedures in the office and the surgery centers around town. And the Medi Weight Loss that we have had here for many years now has been phenomenal in helping Kansas Cityans in the local area be very successful with their weight loss.
Love how you feel, love what you see. Mirabile MD.
I delivered babies for 18 years, and I decided at that time, as my practice was maturing with me, that I was not going to be able to fulfill my gynecology patients and my obstetric patients. Leaving the office every hour to run and deliver a baby wasn't really conducive to a gynecology practice. We provide women care visits, treat all types of women diseases that could affect them. We do non-invasive procedures, uterine ablations here in the office, but basically do the whole realm of gynecology services.
We found a bump in my chest during our annual exam and got right in. When they found the lump, they got me in immediately for a mammogram, got me in immediately for a surgical biopsy. Had 7 surgeries that year. They stood by me every step of the way. I got several calls from Dr. Mirabile personally in a period of days, checking on me and waiting for MRI and CT results and things like that. I don't know exactly how you say thank you for saving my life. He's just amazing.
Half of your testosterone level as a female is utilized by the age of 40. In men, just the same, by the age of 50, half of the testosterone is used. We're looking at ways that we can survive the times and the stresses that we're all in today. Being trained as a gynecologist, dealing with women for the past 20 some odd years, every day we hear as women mature in life, they start at around age 40 complaining of forgetfulness. They complain of weight gain around the middle section of their abdomen. They'll complain of decreased libido. What do we do for it? Well, in my experience, what I've encountered is patients will come in, they've been put on every antidepressant, every anti-anxiety, and we're putting a Band-Aid on a problem that really exists, and that problem is a decrease in hormone production. With the pellet therapy, it's like a revival. We have women that have not had hormones in their bodies for 20 years. All of a sudden, they reach a peak interest in sexual activity. That has triggered the whole onset of the men coming in, because we get the women feeling good. They're saying, hey, what about my husband? And that's when we incorporated bringing the men into the practice with the Sotopel pellet therapy.
I had very low energy. Frankly, I was on a roller coaster mentally. I would have been on 5 to 6 different prescriptions when I went to my regular doctor, and we were talking about a prescription for depression and a prescription for energy and a change in diet and health patterns. And frankly, through this natural therapy, I don't need any other medicine.
Women go through menopause. We never talk about the problem men go through, and it's called andropause. That's a male menopause. We can fix that now with the use of the hormone therapy. We have gentlemen that are 70 years old returning to activity they were doing when they were 50. When we place the pellet, we expect that within a very short time that you start feeling some differences. It may take 2 weeks, it may only be 24 hours where you will start seeing a sudden surge in your energy level, sleeping better, focus is better, overall general well-being is feeling better.
First and foremost, I don't have the mood swings that I had. I have energy. I can rebound from workouts now. Mood-wise, I definitely notice a difference. After the treatment, within a matter of a couple of days, I'm back on par.
It's interesting that the whole hormonal menopause that we've been dealing with for years and years, driven by the pharmaceutical industry using either pills or transdermal application with creams or patches. Today, what has come as a resurgence is the use of the hormone pellet. The benefit of the pellet over a pill, over a cream, a gel, or even a patch is that it is a constant release in the bloodstream. When you take a pill every day, you take that pill, your blood level goes up, it comes down, you take that pill again. When we utilize the pellet therapy, we're looking at a constant blood flow in the system. We're not looking for the up and down that we're going to get with the creams or the gels or the pills. So the pellet therapy is now foremost in my practice for treating menopause and andropause. When we utilize pellet therapy, it involves first getting blood work. We're looking at some baseline levels in your bloodstream. Consultation takes no more than 20 minutes. We talk about it, we've given you information about it. We will have them lay down, and just below the waistline, lying on your side, we will numb the area up. We'll make a tiny incision. The incision is so small we don't even need to stitch it closed, we put a bandage over it. The insertion is simple. We painlessly slip these tiny little pellets inside right underneath the skin. We tell them the first 48 hours to take it easy, don't overdo it, don't go work out in the gym or anything like that. But after that, they're pretty much free to do anything they want to do. That level will stay in their system. Women, the pellet will last 3 to 4 months. In gentlemen, the pellet will last probably up to 5 to 6 months.
If you exhibit any of the symptoms that they normally find on these charts when you're looking at hormone replacements, so websites, they talk about depression, sleep loss, if you have any of those, if you have more than 2 or 3 of them, and frankly, I had about 90% of them, don't hesitate. Come in, get the blood work done, see what's happening, give it a try.
Everything we do here at Mirabile MD, Beauty, Health, and Wellness, is looking at a person, the whole person, both men and women now. We're able to provide the weight management part of feeling good and looking good, the cosmetic enhancements that we can provide. The gynecologic care remains my base as my practice has continued to grow. With the addition of the hormone therapy and the manner that we're using it right now with both men and women, the whole goal is longevity. Optimal hormonal balance is what we're looking for to attain that goal. There's no fountain of youth, but there are things we can do to look good, feel good, and survive the challenges that we all face every day getting older.
Love how you feel, love what you see. Mirabile MD.
As one of the original med spas in this area, I believe that we have a reputation to be, top in everything we do in the practice. Med Cosmetic was developed as a thought for our patients, basically as the suggestion of them. They entrust their care medically, and to do non-invasive cosmetics, we've got every service possible. The one-stop shop atmosphere is the best part about our practice.
Med Cosmetic is a full-service medical spa, and we offer a wide range of services that gives our patients options from cosmetic injectables. We offer ablative services, so that's going to be chemical peels, laser resurfacing, and then we also offer hydrofacials and various other lasers that treat a multitude of different things from red spots, blood vessels, hyperpigmentation, brown spots, and also body contouring.
I'm getting lines on my forehead and a furrowed brow, and it looked like I was questioning everything everybody said. I had a constant look of disbelief on my face, and she was able to look at that and kind of tell me what she saw.
Our cosmetic staff is so well trained, they continue with their educational components. I have a registered nurse that does our injections here, the Botox, the fillers, the Dysport. We serve a whole realm of injectable services, and that's basically all she does 8 hours a day is injections.
People that come in for those, they don't want to look overdone or overmade up. They're going to get very natural results. We offer everything from Botox and Dysport. We offer dermal fillers, which is anything from Juvederm to Radius, and we also offer Sculptra, which is an injectable for collagen stimulation. Unlike dermal fillers, Sculptra is an actual powder that's diluted with water that's put into the skin, and the body absorbs the water and is left with the microscopic particulate in the skin. The body then recognizes the particles, it wakes up the cells and starts to produce collagen around the particulate. So it really stimulates your own natural product versus a dermal filler, which is a synthetic product that's introduced into the skin.
I got to a point where you feel like you look in the mirror and you know you're a certain age, but that's not reflected in the mirror. So I had a consultation, and they set me up with treatment, and just been very happy ever since.
I really wasn't that well educated, and that's where they came in and kind of talked to me about my options and what would work best for my skin.
So when patients come to us, it can be an overwhelming process if you've never visited a medical spa before. We offer complimentary consultations and skin analysis for patients, and it allows them to come in and meet with us for free, where we can hear what they are wanting and desiring to achieve in their skin. We'll sit and meet with them and set up a full treatment plan for services and also for skincare at home, and it gets people started in the right direction.
The thing of it is, you come in and talk to the staff. It may just be some skincare that you need. It may just be a change in your diet. It could be little things. I really feel confident that they would not suggest a treatment if you didn't need one. You know, if there's other solutions, they would offer those solutions. But when it's time to have a treatment, then you can put your faith in them.
I get several services. I do mostly the hydrofacial. I also have done laser treatments to try to keep my melasma under control a couple times a year.
We are a laser office. One laser that is very popular for us is our XLB laser, and it targets different chromophores or colors or targets in the skin. Anything from hyperpigmentation, freckles, melasma, or pregnancy mask, which is super common in women, and then also blood vessels. So we can treat leg veins, rosacea, anything that has red or brown in it.
Everything that's done is explained in a very detailed manner. I never feel like I'm going into something not knowing exactly what's going to happen. The whole time they put you at ease. You never experience anything unexpected.
Oil therapy is an FDA-approved device for both tightening and lifting of the skin. It's a micro-focused ultrasound. So if you just take a single beam of ultrasound and you use it, it will image, like most people have had ultrasound done in a medical setting. If you take 2 beams of ultrasound and you focus them together where they meet, put your total coagulation point down in the skin. When you have oil therapy done, we deliver hundreds, if not thousands, of these points down into the tissue, and we work at 4.5 millimeters deep in the skin, which is where a plastic surgeon would work doing a facelift. So it's pretty deep in the tissue, but it bypasses the surface of the skin, so there's no downtime to it. The body recognizes all the points that we put down there, these TCP points, and it gets busy producing collagen to repair those points or fill them in. It takes a little bit of time to kick in, then you're going to start to noticing a tightening and a lifting effect, and we can treat anywhere from the décolleté or the upper chest area all the way up to the hairline. Laser hair removal is one of our most popular services. A few things that sets our services apart with this is that we treat all skin colors. It's nice to have patients that walk through our door and no matter what color your skin is, we have a device for you, and that's not the way it is at all medical spas. It's virtually pain-free, and that's also a stigma that's associated with laser hair removal. We also have a device that has a high-speed handpiece, so it's a lot faster than it used to be, a lot more painless than it used to be, and again, we can treat both men and women and all skins of color. For tattoo removal, we offer truly the best technology in this area. Our laser is called the Enlighten Tattoo Removal Laser. So our patients are seeing good reduction of the ink coming out of the tissue, and it clears a multitude of inks, and it clears it in half the time. One thing that we pride ourselves on at Med Cosmetic is that we treat all ages of patients. We specialize in teenage acne and also hormonal acne in women. And we also offer later appointments, and so people can come in the evening and see us. We also have early morning appointments. We just want to make it as easy for our patients as possible to come in and visit with us and learn what's best for them and point them in the right direction. And we really stay with them step by step through the treatment, and then also after they leave here, just making sure they understand all the post-care, what products are best used at home. Dr. Mirabile labels his own skincare line that he has hand chosen, really picking and choosing the best pharmaceutical grade products for patients. Very result oriented, very price effective for a medical spa, and we just have seen really good results with it and love it.
Our skincare line has been wonderful for our patients. It's a very simple line. It's been wonderful for the patients to be able to be on one type of product that all blends together. We can now treat skin conditions in a less invasive way by just starting people on good products.
Dr. Mirabile approaches skincare in a very smart way. He's taken out the stuff that does not need to be in skincare that's so commonly found in it. So we don't have artificial perfumes, we don't have artificial colorants in the line. Those are all used for marketing tools, and he knows that the skin doesn't necessarily like those things, so he pulls those out.
If you go back to your old habits, you're going to go back and have the same issues again. So having a consultation with the estheticians on our product line has been wonderful for them to learn what's essential and what's necessary in order to have good skin.
There's days when you look in the mirror and you think, oh, I wish I could look a little bit better today. But now I really do. When I look in the mirror, when I get up, I feel better about myself.
Love how you feel, love what you see.
In the United States alone, we do have an obesity epidemic. We have 80 million Americans that are considered obese, which is a huge number. And what does that lead to? It leads to disease states, diabetes, hypertension. And it's amazing that when we started Medi Weight Loss Clinic, we saw our own patients coming in having problems like that. Hypertension, diabetes, and getting them off their medication has been just phenomenal. I've got fantastic nutritional experts here in the office, seeing patients once a week throughout their whole diet plan. They spend time with them. They're their coaches, they're their cheerleaders, they're also their arch enemy when they're not doing what they need to do, and they can call them at any time, and they do.
I've been one of those guys that has been overweight pretty much his whole life. 6th grade on is when, I really noticed that, the kids were calling me fat, all that kind of stuff.
My daughter's 10 years old, and I couldn't play with her. I couldn't do anything. She's so active and going and running, and I felt horrible, and I never wanted to be that dad.
I was always happy on the inside. It was just what I felt like on the outside.
We have seen people make great changes, not just in their weight, but in how they might interact with their family members, the energy that they have, and being able to be more active with their kids. I think it's not just a weight loss. I mean, that's obviously the reason why they come here, but the big factor of being able to just change your overall lifestyle is the bigger part of it.
As I went on in life, I got married and I ended up getting a divorce, and as I was reeling from that, I ended up getting worse and worse and worse, and at my absolute worst, I was 475 pounds. The whole reason I made this decision was because I had been getting my life back on track and back on my feet after the divorce. And then I just realized that, I was still unhappy and I didn't know why. So I sat down and I made this list, just of all the things that I thought were making me unhappy. And then as I went over that list, I realized that, it was like a 28 item list. 27 of those items all went back to the fact that I was overweight. I don't know what happened, but something snapped. Something finally snapped. And, I started looking on the internet, started looking around. I actually visited a couple of places. This was the first place I actually felt comfortable in.
And I continued to try to lose weight and gain weight and lose weight and gain weight. I think I added up, I was up to 1,300 pounds that I had lost altogether by bouncing up and down and up and down. So I was at 286, I lost 40 pounds and I was stuck. And I started doing emotional eating groups. Working with people that had emotional eating issues, I sat in on my groups and started realizing, wow, am I an emotional eater? But I need to figure out how to get down. So I came in, I was at 238, and I was stuck in there for 2 or 3 years. Within 5 months, I've lost 32 pounds. I'm 2 or 3 pounds away from my goal weight of being under 200, and I'm feeling better than I've ever felt.
I definitely did my research, and then I called, made the appointment. They got me in for a consultation where we sat with them and learned everything, and then from there on you start weighing in every week with the counselors, and it's pretty awesome.
The program fit in great with my lifestyle. Like, I'm very busy and I'm always on the go, and they taught me first and foremost what I needed to eat and how to eat.
We're not just weighing them in and they're leaving to go out the door. I mean, we teach them how to make lifestyle changes. We teach them, basically the program is kind of the building blocks of how they should eat the rest of their life.
It's not just about losing the weight. It's about learning how to live in a different way. They teach you how to eat totally different. They teach you little tips and tricks and what you can do. So it's not just a one-time come in, lose it, and you're done. They're educating as you go.
We see a lot of patients that come in that have either diabetes or high blood pressure or metabolic syndrome, different health conditions that are directly related in most times to poor nutrition, and when they change their nutrition, it really greatly impacts all those.
I actually had a lot of health problems related to my weight. I've got high blood pressure. I've had high blood pressure. I had diabetes. I'm now off all my diabetic medication, no insulin. I was insulin dependent. So basically, I'm off all my medications because of this.
When somebody first comes in the door, we start with putting them on the scale, then we take a nice little snapshot of them, we take their blood, we do an EKG, and then we teach them about the whole diet program. Our signature menu is very convenient for those people that either travel or for people that just want something really simple. It allows patients to kind of take the guesswork out of dieting.
They are my family. They've met my family. They know me by name. They're like a sponsor. They email you back and forth. You can call them anytime you want. They are a sponsor, but they're an advocate and they're a friend, and it makes a world of difference. It is much different than sitting in a room with 20 other people in the same boat.
And every time that I come in, it's like I have a team. I have a team of people I can meet with anybody here. They all know my name, they like me, they watch how I'm doing, they give me lots of kudos. But I gotta tell you, it's more than that. They have like a gift here.
Here, you have people who have a vested interest in your life and what you've got going on and what you're doing. And they really want you to, achieve the best goals that you can and do your best.
These people here make me feel like I'm a decent human being. It makes me feel like I'm not, a drain on society or anything like that. It makes me feel I don't feel fat anymore. As I am right now, I've lost 205 pounds. The last video I was in, I had only lost about 110 at that point. The people here really care what happens to me. They care about me, they care about my weight loss, they care about my life.
People see me and they don't recognize me. And it's not only in my weight loss, but just my work life, my friend life. I'm an overall better person. I'm a better worker, I'm a better friend.
My confidence has changed through the roof. My energy level has been incredible.
I feel better. I have more options at the clothing stores. I have a natural energy that's inside, and it just made me comfortable in my own skin. I was always happy on the inside. It was just what I felt like on the outside.
I feel human again. It's like sunshine after a lifetime of darkness. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
With the development of Mirabile MD Beauty, Health and Wellness, I wanted to be able to incorporate healthcare all in one place, to be able to be here, to be able to serve more patients in a manner that I have excellent assistance with my nurses, my estheticians. Everyone here has my philosophy in the way we treat our patients. So bringing together three practices was a little difficult because it was three different businesses to put into one office, and it's been a beautiful meld of everyone. And it's part of what I dreamed of, it's part of what I wanted, and after so many years I still enjoy going to work and treating my patients and having the service backup that I need with my staff.
Love how you feel, love what you see.